If I were to ask you if you have free will, you'd probably say yes, absolutely. But what if I ask you why? Did you choose your parents? Your DNA? The time in history you were born? Even the very language you think in? Every decision you make is shaped by the things you never picked. Some people say, well, even if my environment influences me, I still make choices. And that's true, but those choices come from your brain, and your brain fires because of prior causes. Your genetics, your upbringing, your past experiences. You didn't pick what impulses and thoughts would spark in your head. Now you may be thinking, if free will doesn't exist, then responsibility disappears completely. But responsibility doesn't require true freedom. It only requires cause and effect. We punish criminals not because they could have transcended causality, but because consequences shape future behavior. In fact, even if determinism is true, consequences still matter, because your actions feed into the chain of causes that determines what happens next. And it gets even weirder when you throw God into the mix. If there's an all-knowing, all-powerful God, then everything you'll ever do is already known and set in stone. In that case, you don't have free will at all, and you're just stuck here to follow whatever God has planned, I guess. So do we have free will? Maybe not in the absolute sense, the idea that you could have chosen otherwise in an identical universe. But we do have the ability to reflect, deliberate, and influence outcomes within the chain of causality. That might not be total freedom, but it's the kind of freedom that shapes our lives.